Today's program has been brought to you by TechServe, New York's original and still the best Apple computer, iPod, and iPhone store and repair shop. For more information, visit techserve.com. You're listening to Heritage Radio Network, broadcasting live from Bushwick, Brooklyn. If you like this program, visit heritageradionetwork.org for thousands more.
We talk about food, we talk about music, with musical dudes. Finger on the pulse, snacky tunes.
All right, that was just Francis Cone, June, coming off their new EP. They'll be playing live later on Snacky Tunes. Welcome to the show. I am one half your host, Aaron Bresnitz. Greg Bresnitz is out in Portland. I can officially say that spring is here. Thumbs up all around. After Friday night, I think everyone said if it's not a beautiful weekend, we might have to quit New York. We have co-host in the house, Carter Adams, walking in. How are you, buddy?
Sorry, I always have my drinks.
Yeah. But I want to welcome to the show two of my favorite ladies in food, Carrie Diamond and Claudia Wu. Welcome.
Hey, Darren. Thank you. Hey.
You might recognize Carrie's voice. We've had her on previous episodes with her partner, best friend, Rob Newton of Seersucker, Nightingale 9, and many other things.
Just one, Smith Canteen.
Smith Canteen. I mean, you guys work on other projects.
We work on our lives, I guess.
Yeah.
But those three and
Those
the
are the
magazine are pretty much it.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
There are only so many hours.
Only so many hours in the day. Well, we've been trying to have Cherry Bomb on the show, but Carrie put it to us that we could not have Cherry Bomb unless we had some sort of female-fronted musical act, and here we are today.
I did want an all-girl band, but I know you tried hard.
We tried. I think we got to the point where it's like we're either going to do this or we're not going to do this.
We've been trying for a long time.
Why don't you start a band?
Like Claudia said, there are only so many hours in the day. We have our hands full right now.
Well,
I'd start a record label, though. I love music, man. That was my first love.
Was it your first love?
Absolutely.
Did you used to go to all the shows? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Staten Island, New York, so I was really lucky that at the age I am, I caught the tail end of the new wave movement. So I got to see everybody play in Manhattan, and it was awesome. I saw the Smiths, I saw the Cure, I saw everybody.
When they were still like young and beautiful?
They were really young and beautiful. The Smiths show was the highlight of my life, perhaps.
The Smiths are still beautiful, they're just not very young.
The Smiths are still beautiful, yeah. Not
Cure,
as
not so much.
No.
Cure looks rough.
And, Boy George is putting out a new album.
I am very excited about that.
I heard some of the
Yeah.
lyrics. It's questionable. It's
What, the lyrics are questionable,
Yeah.
or the quality of the music is
a
questionable?
little bit of A, a little bit of B. I'm sure there's some sleeper
Yeah.
hits on there.
This is so embarrassing, but back in high school, I had the people I had crushes on were Michael Stipe, Robert Smith, Morrissey, and Boy George. And-
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
Did any of those work out ever?
No, I did try to throw myself on the stage at the Smith show, and I actually thought I would be brought backstage. All these girls were fainting and being brought on stage, and I was like, oh my God, that's the secret to getting backstage. So I pretended to pass out, got dragged over the barricade onto the stage.
But then they just put you back out in the crowd.
No, they escorted me out.
Yeah, oh, okay, you're
Out.
done.
Done,
Yeah,
like-
that's not actually going
Oh.
backstage. That's
I
just like
was
not being in the
so-
crowd anymore.
No, I was so upset. I was escorted out. Fortunately, it was the end of the show, but I was like,
Oh, man.
damn.
Claudia, what'd you listen to growing up?
I would say similar. The Cure, The Smiths, Depeche Mode.
Did you ever throw yourself over
no.
a barrier to get to your idols?
No, I was not a fanatic like Carrie was. apparently.
You're younger, though. How are you? Can I interview Claudia now? Claudia, you're younger than I am. How come you're into that music?
I had an older brother, so I listened to everything he listened
yeah.
to. Yeah.
God, that older brother thing.
Huge.
Now,
What would you know about that?
I don't. I'm the older brother. Now everyone's older brother's is Spotify.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we have you on the show today because you two are the founders of the amazing Cherry Bomb magazine. Issue number 2 is currently out. Still available, or is it like sold out in print?
It's number 1 is almost sold out. Issue number 2 is still out there. Issue number 3, we swear to God, is coming.
Might not.
We
for a while.
look.
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
Summer.
Let's talk about let's talk about this. So, I met Carrie back in my former life as a DJ when I DJ'd at a Coach store event.
Oh, that's right. We hired you.
Yeah.
That's how we met. Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
you
I
worked for Coach?
For a brief moment, yes.
It's fine.
Why, do you know someone there?
No,
Oh.
I mean, I know you now.
I only quit my day job less than a year ago.
Yeah, but I mean that's because your side business of running through restaurants on a magazine is more than most people do in their normal day job. So you were doing that, and you were doing freelance.
I had a creative agency for like
Creative
5.5
agency.
years. Yeah.
How did you like that?
It was great in the beginning, and then I don't know. That's the longest I've ever had one job for. So by the end, I think I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you two meet?
We met a long time ago. We met at Harper's Bazaar in
2001.
You c-
After
right after 9/11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you'd been living in New York, both of you? Weird time?
What time?
Was it a weird time?
Oh my God, it was
Yeah,
so
it was
weird.
weird.
I started there 2 weeks before 9/11, and when it happened, I just thought it was the end of everything we knew. I thought it was the end of publishing, it was the end of the luxury industry, it was the end of all those things, and it wasn't. But if you lived in New York at that time, you know it was just a really weird, heavy, sad time to be in the city.
It's weird to think of the city as a sad place to be.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
know?
point. I mean, I grew up here, so the sad reality for me and everyone else who was here during 9/11 was that you knew a lot of people who were killed. And
Yeah.
I mean, this is so awful to talk about, but you really spent months just going to funerals. That's what life was like here, and it was heavy.
That is heavy. That's super heavy. But so you two met, and you had a friendship, and then over the years, when did you both sort of figure out that you had a shared love for food?
Good question, Claudia.
I would say we were more colleagues at Bazaar.
Okay.
I was in the art department, and I don't think I was there for very long. Maybe
No.
like 9 months.
We didn't hang out, but I was a big fan of Claudia's projects.
Yeah, I started this like tiny indie magazine called Me Magazine, and Carrie was always really supportive of it for some reason. And then I guess the idea for Cherry Bombe came around because someone suggested seersucker do a cookbook, and Carrie was like, there are too many cookbooks out there, so maybe we'll do an annual magazine.
Wait, what year is this?
This was, what year is this? 2014? So that would make last year 2013, 2012.
2012.
So wait, but you had kept in touch.
Yeah.
So this all came about. So were they asking you were like looking for a cookbook to
No.
write,
well,
or
No, Rob was getting,
Offer.
Rob Newton, my partner, was getting all these offers to do cookbooks.
because Rob is the bomb
Because Rob is the bomb.
and makes delicious food?
Hi, Rob. I know you're probably watching a Yankees game and not listening to this, but you'll catch the rebroadcast. So Rob was getting all these offers to do cookbooks, and there's so many cookbooks out there, and we just said, we don't want to do the same old picture recipe thing. And I was like, well, what about an annual magazine? That might be a lot of fun. And Rob was into the idea, and I said, let me call Claudia. She does her own magazine all by herself, makes it look easy. And Claudia and I just started hanging out and having meals and talking. And one thing led to another. We don't really remember the aha moment, believe it or not. And the name came out of thin air. And we started to tell some friends. And next thing we knew, other friends started pitching us before we even had decided to really do this magazine.
But wait, how did it switch from Seersucker magazine to Cherry Bombe magazine? Because it's all about women and food. So Rob, at some point, had to take a little bit of a walk to the sidelines, right?
Didn't work out for him.
No, Rob took
He
a
can
big
go
walk.
front a band.
Oh my God, babe, great idea. Here's the rub. What was that like?
Yeah, he was just kind of like, WTF. He's like, I thought this was going to be my...
Sorry, bro.
the Seersucker magazine. I was like, oh, yeah, no, it's not.
So what was the transition when we were like, oh, instead of we want to do like a women in food magazine?
I don't remember. Do you remember, Claudia? I don't remember.
I think that, I mean, I think even back then we recognized that women were kind of underrepresented in the press, so...
I think it started kind of selfishly. I mean, it did start, the grain of the idea was that Seersucker annual magazine, and then the more we started to talk, Claudia and I have a lot of common interests. We love food, we're very aesthetically driven. We love magazines, we love the printed page. Claudia's background as a graphic designer, mine as a writer. And the more we talked, Lucky Peach had come out, and we really recognized that as a game changer in terms of food publishing. And it was definitely an inspiration, but so were lots of other things. And I recognized, now that I had left the fashion industry and was part of the food world,
Yeah,
I recognized that women really did not get their due in this industry.
did not. And so, how does one start a magazine in this day and age? A luxury magazine, no less.
It's not easy. I'll tell you that.
It's not easy.
Carrie was mistaken when she said, it's tough. I mean,
Well, I wasn't
publishing-
mistaken in that you made it look easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
print is really expensive. And it's whole model of like funding it. It's just so odd to have a product that doesn't pay for itself. You need outside money like advertising. But we did a Kickstarter, which was Carrie's brilliant idea.
Which I helped fund.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.
No problem.
So that really helped us out a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, that's a great way to get started. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a large format magazine. It's not your standard thin,
It's not
paper.
a pamphlet.
No, it's thick. But why don't we do this? Let's take a little break. Let's talk about how you got the first one, the second one, and we'll talk about Jubilee. And we'll go from there.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Don't you tell them what to do. Just sit yourself down and don't do these things to you. Sit yourself down, never between us. How you see right through that hard pride. That pride you got means everything to you. When I hit you on the knuckle, baby, look me dead in the eye. Watch you see it right through me too. Tambo solo. He's so good. Keep your pride. You find somebody else that will keep all your actions you're doing justified. We're gonna destroy this room, right, Andy? Ready? Okay.
So we're talking with Carrie Diamond, Claudia Wu of Cherry Bombe magazine, and where we left off before the break, you had decided you were going to do the magazine, got your Kickstarter funded, and then you actually had to put the magazine together. So I can't imagine that you were without an insane amount of content. I'm sure everyone was pitching you, right?
Yeah.
So, this being an industry and you knowing that you want to do another issue, things like that, how did you say no to people who want to be... Because there's only one first issue. You can't go do issue 0.
You could. We didn't think about that.
Oh. All right, well, I get 10% of
It's
issue
time
0.
now.
Yeah.
While you wait for issue 3, just go back and do issue 0.
Oh, before we do issue 3, it's issue 0.
Time out, guys.
So then how did you edit? Like, what did you... did you know that there were some articles that had to be in this one, or you just, sort of did a best of the best?
I think there were some stories that came in. We were like, that's amazing. We need to do this. And then it was just a matter of, filling out, making it, a balanced product,
The magazine sort of it doesn't design itself, but it sort of, in a weird way, puts itself together.
It's organic. It's an organic
You're just
process.
there to sort of massage,
Yeah.
sort of all falls into place.
Exactly.
And what was the topic for the debut issue?
It was the tastemaker issue, but that we came to after, pretty much at the very end.
Oh,
We're
you're like, oh, I
we
see
need
a
a
theme.
theme.
How
Yeah.
convenient. Oh, they're all tastemakers.
We do the theme. Now we do the themes in advance, but back then, yeah. it
For
was-
issue 0 or for
Yeah.
issue 1?
Back in issue 1, but now for
Back,
issue 2
yeah,
and 3.
yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
issue 0, we haven't worked out that theme yet, but like the next issue 3, coming soon, the theme is Girl Crush.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Jamie has told me that she tells me she has a new girl crush every day, so I assume she's got some chef girl crush.
Does everyone who listens to your show know who
Jamie's
is?
my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, go back and listen to the podcast.
At least through the next issue.
Yeah.
And maybe her girl
We
crush.
have a crush on Jamie, and Jamie has contributed to the Girl Crush issue.
Awesome. I can't wait to read it. And issue number 2 was all about...
That was the baked issue.
Yeah. It was great. It was fun.
That was a fun issue. It was a blast to put Erin McKenna on the cover. She is amazing. She's the founder of Baby Cakes.
Oh, baby cakes are awesome. Go get your vegan products. What's the issue for number 3? Or, I'm sorry, who's on the cover?
We can't tell you.
Oh! Thought we'd get a scoop.
Nope, no
So,
scoop.
So last weekend, you had the very first Cherry Bomb symposium. Can we call it symposium?
We called it a conference.
Conference?
You can call it whatever you want.
Okay, called Jubilee. And it was in response... Well, why don't you tell me what it was in response to?
Oh, God, we're so tired. Honestly, if we never have to talk about
Fine.
that. again.
Fine, you just did
It looked amazing. It just like totally took over my Instagram feed.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this thing going on that I'm obviously not invited to? But everybody's having such a good time. And, you know, you like text Darren, he's like, I don't know, man, we can't go.
You can't go. We're not women who network.
No,
you could have bought a
could have
ticket,
gone.
and it didn't. There were no gender restrictions on ticket purchases, so anybody could have bought a ticket. But there were only maybe 3 guys in the room,
Yeah.
and then Ken Friedman walked in and like doubled our guy population. That was awesome.
Awesome. So what was it all about? What happened last Sunday?
So we decided when we started doing the magazine, we always have a really fun launch party. I think you've been to.
I have been.
Yes. So it's really awesome to get all those people in the same room. And I'm always surprised that not everybody knows each other. You know, New York's
Right.
a big town, but it's also a small town. And we'd have all these kick-ass women there, and they would be like, you know, like Nicole Franzen, for example, a photographer, amazing. Somebody would come in and be like, oh my God, that's Nicole Franzen. I'm such a big fan. And I would say, how in the world do you not know Nicole Franzen? And it dawned on us that a lot of these people who were like fans and admirers of each other don't know each other. So we thought it would be really cool to eventually have a conference. But then, you know, a lot of stuff went down. Can you curse on?
Say what
Can
the fuck you want.
Okay. So I was going to say, then a lot of shit went down
There you go.
late last year regarding women in food. And
Time magazine.
we realized
Boring.
that, thank you. And we realized that we had to do something.
You had to.
Yeah. So,
Well, you were already doing something.
well,
Right.
not until 2015.
Right, but
well,
it
we were
stink-
already
it
doing
stinks that
something.
this,
Yes.
this
Yes.
silly magazine cover put so many people in a space where they had to react rather than just doing what they're doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it was shocking. You know, Time is a major magazine and has been for decades. And for them to do something that made everyone say, like, oh my God, is it like 1950? It was just
Which is
so
boring.
backwards and weird. And
I just don't see how anyone in the edit room... It's not like they like wrote it one day and it came out the next, that no one had a comment about the lack of
Hey guys.
gender difference.
Right. Hey.
yeah,
Hey.
exactly. And especially because they had a new editor-in-chief who was a woman. And she wrote a book called, somebody correct me on this, but called The Biggest Boys Club in the World. And it's about the presidency. So this is a woman who realizes that these boys clubs happen and is very attuned to it. But for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe she wasn't involved in the story. But
Did she ever come out and give a comment on it?
no, not at all.
Interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
how could you?
Yeah, what you gonna say?
Well, the writer, the Howard who did the whole thing. Okay, see, you got us talking about it. So anyway, we just thought it would be that happened, but then also knowing that all these amazing women existed in this industry and they don't know each other. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to relationships and networking and who you know. That's just the reality of life in a place like New York City.
Yeah.
So we just thought it would be really fun to do this. And I said to Claudia, I'm so sorry, I'm going to ruin the next 3 months of our lives. But we have to come up with a name for it. And I was coming up with the crappiest names in the world. And Claudia, just off the top of her head, was like, what about Jubilee?
It's great. So punchy.
Yeah. And it also, you know, Jubilee, if you look up what the word means, it's a celebration. And we
Yeah.
did not want this to be like whiny, bitchy day. We wanted this to be a celebration because
Also,
there-
Whiny Bitchy Day is already a festival in London. it's pretty good.
But we wanted, there is so much to celebrate. There are, you know, regardless of what happened with time, there are so many women in this industry doing amazing things, worthy of celebrating. There are lots of conversations to be had, and we just went for it. And we have to give a shout out to our partner in crime on Jubilee.
Christina Knowlton, who's the wife of Andrew Knowlton. who
Shout
took
out.
one Yep.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done it without her. She was so organized.
Oh my gosh. She saved our lives.
How beautiful is that Highline hotel room?
Oh,
The refectory?
spectacular.
Stunning.
Yeah. It used to be an Episcopal seminary. It was
Yeah.
built in 1899.
It's stunning. It's one of the best, probably one of the best new event rooms in New York.
Claudia found it. She named the conference. She found the space.
It seems like you two work well together.
Yeah.
Like little yang, or is it not as black
Well, we were
and
just
white?
talking about our yin yang food tastes. Yeah.
Yes. We balance each
Vegetarian,
other.
right?
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian. I don't think they do fish pizza here. I don't think I've
okay.
ever seen fish pizza. I guess
might.
sardines,
Clam pie.
clam pie,
Anchovy. Come on.
anchovies. Yeah, I said corrected. And you are full on carnivore.
I eat anything. awful
But
to
you
say.
balance each other out work wise as well.
We do. I wish I were more like Claudia. Claudia has a great respect for things like deadlines.
Yeah, I'm always trying to set them and Carrie constantly
It's
breaks.
a
No,
good
not
idea
on
being
purpose.
that you run a magazine.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose, just a lot of
we
things.
were on a panel with the guys from Swallow magazine,
Oh yeah, James.
and they have published like 3 issues in
5 years?
5
5
years.
years.
And I was like, I love that kind of schedule.
Oh man, he is. What's next? I don't even know.
That Mexico City issue was awesome.
Yeah, he had Mexico City, Scandinavia, and then he had like the Trans-Siberian
Yeah, the
Railroad.
first one was a Trans-Siberian.
Yeah.
He told me about that.
That
Crazy.
that guy's great. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Wherever he is in the world. Well, thank you both for being on. Do you want to shout out all the Instagram, Twitter feed, stuff like that?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's just Cherry Bomb Mag, right?
Yeah, but there's an E on there, right?
Oh, there's
Yes.
an E. Don't forget the E.
Yeah. So why don't you spell it
Yes.
out?
CherryBombemag.
Yeah. See? It's secret.
That
E.
made all the difference.
That made all the
Because
difference.
Cherry bomb without the E is probably goes somewhere you don't want to go.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go to Cherry Bomb Mag.
Not in front of your mother.
No.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. But Darren, thank you. This has really been a long time coming.
I know. I mean, look,
11 months at least.
Look, if I can find some way to have you ladies on every other week, we just make it happen.
I love hanging out
Sweet.
here.
Any excuse to come eat at Roberta's.
Yes.
And to hang out with Darren.
And hang out with Darren.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's,
Claudia.
it's totally fine. Look, we know that the main draw is pizza first, hanging out with us fourth, because there's
There's still beer and
still
salad
beer and
before you
salad,
even
things
get
like
to
that.
hanging out, yeah.
All right, so we have the wonderful Francis Cohn coming up to play live.
And you asked me would I live with that ghost in the house. Yeah, I would trade 1 year of fear for that old feeling. And my love for you parades in this room, refusing to leave, hoping to weave my way into the hours. And you can fall asleep, or you can fall asleep, but I'm always gonna watch you fall asleep. But I'm always gonna watch you, that's me. I love you with that wild love. I love you with that love. And the rainbow dances with Christ on the wall. The requiem breaks the devil who falls. And I'm free from the pulling force. I'm free from the grasp of that beautiful girl. She was part of my world before I was changed from the voice into the living thing. And please let it be, you still see him in me. 2 hands to play a song for the dead, oh, a requiem for the one who walks through me. And you can walk through me like God and the angel who shelters back from the beast on the hill, and I'm running. I ran across the killing. I ran across the killing. Madonna loves me, Madonna holds me, Madonna dies, Madonna unfolds in me now. I can't believe in nothing, and I can't believe in nothing. And you stand before me in a big dream, asking of you. Stand in my bed, shaking your head. And sing a requiem for the hands God gave you. Walk away, but I'm always gonna love you. That's me. I love you with that wild love, yeah. I love you with that love. A requiem for the boy who needs a requiem for the child who feeds from the breast. I can't believe in nothing, and I can't believe in nothing.
We got Francis Cohn in the house. Welcome, guys. It looks like it's a rose day out there, isn't it?
It's a rosé.
So nice out.
It's so
The first nice day like this in New York in a long time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So why don't we go around the room, introduce yourselves. So we got Michael Cera on drums. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. First today. Well, I just heard what you were saying in the warm up, and I had to say it. But why does everyone introduce themselves?
Christina Cohn.
I'm Jeff. I play guitar.
Andy, bass. My name's Alex. I play the drums.
Nice. Welcome. We're very happy to have you in-house, especially since at request of our food guest, who we had to sort of shuffle out because of space reasons, they run a food and women food magazine. So they wanted to have like a female-fronted band on today.
Oh, sweet.
So
I want to know about them so badly.
well, when this show's over, you can listen to the first half of the podcast and learn all about them.
I will do that.
Well, welcome. I'm so excited to have you in-house. First thing I got to ask about, I hear you guys are fans of hot sauce.
I do love hot sauce so
Like
much.
I heard about it, and then I was like, I don't know if that's right, and then I went onto your website, and it's literally listed in your bio.
It's a real thing.
What's your obsession with hot sauce?
I don't know. I don't know how my taste buds do without spicy at this point. But I just love all the kinds.
Did you grow up with hot sauce? Is this like, or did you come to hot sauce late in life?
I grew up in South Carolina, and
there you go.
We put hot sauce on many things, but like the vinegar base, like the clear bottle that like your granddad makes, and then gets super hot later in life.
Oh yeah, that moonshine hot sauce.
Collard greens. And
Oh yeah.
It actually is really. I grew up in Georgia, so I totally understand.
Yeah,
It's
that
excellent,
kind of
excellent hot sauce. I prefer vinegar-based barbecue, but that's for another day.
That's for another.
I do
we,
too.
we don't have enough time to get into.
No.
That's not true. I just said I do too, and I know my mom is listening, and she knows that I like the mustard base. I like the yellow.
Yeah. Oh,
spicy
that's fine.
stuff.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Vinegar,
I
then
didn't wanna
mustard, then like North Carolina. North Carolina barbecue. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
We'll let that sit on top for today. So, how did you all get together? How did you all meet? How did the band get started?
I wish that was a more interesting story, but I know Andy through mutual friends, and then Andy and Jeff met on MySpace in 2006.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, way.
Dating wing of it. Is how
yeah, the dating portion.
No,
Oh.
personals. No, it was a rad way for bands. There was a time when it was a really awesome way for
Yeah.
bands to meet. Andy was based in Boston, and I was here in New York. Our bands at the time played really similar music.
Oh my God, MySpace.
Yeah.
Making music happen.
Yeah.
Alex and Andy were born in the same town and are 10 days apart in age, and their mothers were friends.
Oh,
We used to play video games together.
cool. And would you play video games? Be like, one day we're gonna be in a band
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
every day,
Yeah.
every day.
Eating pizza on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, things could be worse.
Dreams come true.
So how did everything gel? So you guys all sort of met each other and Then when did you decide to put this commitment?
I have been here I lived in New York for 7 years.
Okay.
And have been playing music. And then as of these guys separately. And then, gosh, I guess it was like a little over a year ago. And it just works. Like, I don't totally know, like, how the events played out to make it happen. But I feel like this is the first group of people that I've worked with that, like, we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and they just, like, somehow make up a whole person or a whole band.
That's really nice. A little bit of magic, right?
Yeah, a little bit of magic. We're just a really good little family.
So based on today's theme and the people we had before, how does it feel to be the one woman trying to deal with 3 men all the time? Are you just like, Jesus Christ?
I mean, mainly they're just always waiting on me, which doesn't feel great.
That type of waiting on you.
Just waiting on me to get ready.
Not like, what can I get you?
What can I get?
Oh
you
no,
today?
definitely not that version
like
of waiting
literally
on me.
waiting on you.
That version of waiting on me doesn't happen. That's not true. That's not true. They're wonderful. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't feel like it doesn't seem like, oh, I'm just the only woman and this is it's not like a theme, which I love.
It's great. You're just musicians.
Yeah, we're just musicians.
Play some songs.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we hear a song?
Yes.
Okay.
Put the pizza down.
Put the crust down. What's the first song we're going to hear?
This is the first single off our new EP that we released last week called
Oh.
June.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll talk about that after the break. Here we go. June.
I wish that you were here too. Tell me I'll stop running out of time soon. Forever's one thing, it's loud and it'll break you. I forgot to tell you how the sun would bleed through all the times I met you. I forgot to tell you. I wish that you were here too. Tell me there's no great reason to be sad through. Our simplest distance that'll fill you. Will fill you. Will fill you. Will fill you. Will fill you. I forgot to tell you how the sun would bleed through all the times I met you. I forgot.
Awesome. Oh, that was really beautiful. Great harmonies.
Thanks.
So it's a little belated, but happy post Rex Manning Day. Your own Rex Manning Day.
Oh,
wow.
Release Day?
Does no one get Empire Records?
No.
Whoa.
Well,
Oh God.
A little late, but
I
Tough,
just,
tough crowd.
I just felt
No.
so old. Oh my God.
Christina wasn't allowed to watch movies when she was a kid.
I
No, it's-
lack in
it's-
cultural references, which
Holy
we
crap.
may get to at some point.
I
Give me a
need,
minute on that.
I need to go drink my oldness away. Anyway, so
I
how?
don't think that's an age thing.
No, Rex Manning, total.
Everyone got it.
Scumbag.
I still don't get it, but I'm gonna try to catch up one day.
Well, thank you for making me feel not so old. So you put the EP out. Tell
Well,
me
we put that single that we
the
just
single
did,
out
that
for the EP that's coming out.
April 29th.
So that's like coming out super soon.
Yeah,
You excited?
yeah, I'm super excited.
How did the first EP come about? How did the first single come about?
You mean from a songwriting aspect?
Yeah. Like, how did you finally gel and be like, we're ready to put this out?
I mean, from a songwriting aspect, that song, I generally just work off melodies and instinct, and that melody came to me one day, and then I don't know. I feel like this whole EP sort of has has heavy themes, but I wanted it to have like a lightness musically, and so as a theme, that song is definitely about a heavier subject, but I think we did an okay job at musically making it feel good to listen to. And of the 4 songs was the one that I wanted to come out first.
Nice.
And so that's what we did.
That's nice. And then, how many songs did you actually record? Like, how did you get down to these lead tracks?
It was these 4 from the start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went to Nashville for a week. Worked with a guy named Josh Kaler, and we ran the tunes by him first, but it was definitely like we had these 4. We had sort of a limited amount of time, and we just
Laid them down?
yeah.
Hot tracks?
I think these were the 4 most flushed out. And then we had like 2 or 3, I guess, other ones that. we
Or
had
maybe.
kind of
Those are
finished
demos
there.
for the LP, right?
Yeah. They'll be next.
This was, of the 4, the least. This is the only one we hadn't performed before we got there. And so this was the most like realized in the recording process of the 4.
Oh, and that's crazy that would become the single.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that new energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I've never had that where I've learned to play a song after it's recorded. Like we really had to
Wait,
decide.
how did you record it then?
We recorded pretty piecemeal, you know.
Okay.
Like, do the drums first.
Yeah.
Come up with a really cool drum part. Do the bass. Come up with a really cool bass part.
We also added horns and a bunch of other instruments, so it's hard to make that translate by just the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Live. Because in the studio you have so many channels.
Yeah. Who's playing horns with you guys? And on the oh yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well, no
not
one can see
playing
you
the
raise your
Not,
horns.
not on the record.
Oh,
the
no one
record.
can see me raising my hand.
No.
It's our friend Cole. He's in a band called Cuddle Magic.
Okay. Awesome.
He's great.
In the live setting, I do a horn thing with my keyboard.
Okay. I get that.
We're
Look,
not traveling with a horn.
You make it work.
You make it work. How'd you like hanging out in Nashville? Did you guys get some hot chicken?
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Oh
did.
my gosh.
We got the hottest hot
We went.
Did you go to Prince's?
No, we didn't do Prince's. I've heard
Happy
stories
Bees.
about Prince's.
They will not. They will size you up and be like, "You can get this."
You
level of
can't.
hotness."
White people can't get the hottest.
I didn't want to say that. but-
That's what I learned from Mark Maron. I learned that from Mark Maron. Went there and had a horror story. But we went to Hattie B's,
Oh yeah, man.
which I guess is a newer place, but pretty
Yeah.
hip.
It's really good.
And we went there the first day. We got the just spicy.
Yeah.
That
We were
was-
all like,
That's all I did.
we were like, oh, we can roll with that.
Jeff and I got cocky.
And then we went back
We went back.
and we got the super spicy, which is just why.
What?
Is it? I mean, it's like it really jumps a level.
Yeah, it jumps the level from tasty
Yeah.
to this is just
You're not
it's
the
not
same
fun
for-
anymore.
Painful,
This is
yeah.
not
You're
eating
just like-
anymore. This is a struggle.
It's over.
You're not the same for like 36 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that affect the recording process?
Well, trying to go back to work after that was definitely like a
Yeah.
Christina, you're gonna have to do most of the work today. We're
Suffering.
yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. It'll mess you up good.
It'll mess you up good. I don't know how deep you want to get into bowels talk.
No, we don't. We
there,
do.
but-
We do not.
PMs on the radio.
Do you guys hit like Arnold's or any meat and three places like that?
Is that like a barbecue kind of thing?
No, it's like essentially it's like this Southern tradition. It's a cafeteria type of stuff where you get like one meat and then three sides, called like meat and three.
Oh, I see. No, we didn't. Or did we?
I'm very experienced in that, but no, we did not do that in Nashville.
We
No.
went to that one place.
I love my meat and three sides. Come on.
Yeah.
The
It's
studio
best.
is right next to Hattie B's.
Yeah.
In this other restaurant, and we kind of just we were in
Yeah.
the studio for like 18 hours.
Yeah,
We were there.
Days.
that's cool. Can we hear another track?
Yeah.
Do you have one inspired by hot chicken?
This one's about
Yeah.
hot chicken, right?
I mean, the whole EP is pretty inspired by hot chicken.
It's called Wiser, and like we know next time we're gonna be wiser and not
Yeah.
eating hot
Well
chicken.
played. Well played.
Good job, Andrew.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
Slowly carry all your time alone. The middle of the night, you sold your heart of stone. Where you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser. Oh, so closely, the outside of your room now. Lightly winging everything you've ever known. Where you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser. Where you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser, you'll feel wiser.
Nice. Very
Thanks.
nice. So what do you guys have? I know you have the EP coming out, but are you gonna hit the road? You gonna play some shows? Start gigging?
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
are. We're going. We're gonna do a West Coast thing
Ooh.
starting May 6th.
Okay.
I've never been to the Pacific Northwest. Oh, also we're playing at Rough Trade on North 9th and
Oh, love that
Nice.
venue.
It's
Yeah.
really nice venue. I was there this weekend. So
Yeah.
nice.
It's so nice. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. When are you playing?
May 2nd.
Okay, so it's like a little warm up before you hit the road.
Yeah.
Little friends and family.
A little friends of maybe.
And
I hope a
hopefully all our
lot of friends
friends
of
have
family.
all yeah.
There's room.
All the
There's
friends
room.
we have.
There's a lot of room there. So you're going to Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Bring your rain boots.
Okay.
Or don't. I mean, or don't.
Don't just bring extra socks.
Yeah,
you
I
know, like
This is a
whatever.
tip. Jeez. So are you driving out there? You're gonna start here and drive out there. You're gonna fly out there and pick up like a van.
We're gonna fly and get a car.
Nice.
Smart move.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
How long?
Though it is a beautiful drive, it's just 4 days.
It's long.
Yeah.
How long's the tour gonna be?
It's pretty short, just the 7th to the 14th.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a week.
How do you travel together? How are the four of you in close quarters?
It's the best.
Yeah, we do pretty good.
We
Yeah?
do a really good job. Yeah.
Who's on driving lead and who's on food scouting?
There's pretty much two people that take care of most things.
These two
I'm
drive.
not on that list anywhere.
Hey, Alex logged in a good 4 hours.
We drove
I'll let
to
you do
Austin
an
and
hour
back
here and
for South by.
Southwest.
Yeah.
And we sort of took a long route on the way down because
Maybe
we
like 100
were down
hours
the
of driving.
Yeah.
You did 40. I did 40. Maybe they did 20.
No,
No.
I
No.
was previously confident in my driving skills, but it's really scary when you can't see out the back.
Oh, what were you driving?
A Subaru.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had a lot of nerves, and I was like, my nerves aren't helping the situation, so I'm just going to let them take over, and I will look for food, or
Oh.
Or you'll just sit there and it's cool
or I'll sit there and
too.
play Scrabble.
Yeah.
Was your grandma?
Oh
With my grandma.
Regardless,
And my mom.
we're a good road travel team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's not about sharing the driving. It's about being a good team on the road.
No, we're a good team.
It's all about support while driving.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
what do you when do you start getting that need for some support of when you know you got to push through? What do you like? Do you like music? Do you like talking?
I like podcasts personally.
Yeah, we all
Really?
like different things. I feel like Jeff likes music. Andy likes podcasts about things of serious matters.
Such as
Just like we listen to like a death podcast or All Things Considered. or
But really, I like.
no. There's that what was it? Radio Lab about blood.
Yeah, the Radio
That
Lab.
one's
that's
so
what I meant.
good.
It's really good.
That one's really good.
So, but I like Wait, Don't Tell Me. But that's only
Oh, yeah.
1 hour per week.
There's another good one called Ask Me Another
Oh, really?
with Ophira
Oh, is that another
Arison.
NPR one?
Yeah, I'm not saying her name right. But anyway, they do it at the Bell House, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's. Do you like puns?
Yeah.
It's literally an hour game show
Do you
about
ever-
puns.
Do you ever go to the Thunderdome?
Oh, please do not open this
Where's
door.
the Thunderdome?
Darren and puns is just like,
What's the
oh, it's
Thunderdome?
awful.
Thunderdome is a New York like. It's like a pun up.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can just see it in his eyes, just like.
Oh my God, really?
Thunderdome.
He's
Okay.
gonna need to speak to you after the
but
show.
yeah,
I think
we're
they
gonna.
go to the Bell House too, or maybe Les Poissons Rouge too.
It seems like Thunderdome sounds like Bell House to a T.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ask Me Another is fantastic.
Do you go to the science ones?
I don't. Yeah. You got me scooped. It's all right.
Wow, you're really not as into puns as you thought you were.
I didn't. I don't know. I feel amiss that I didn't know about the Thunderdome.
Somebody's gonna be depressed tonight.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna be so happy when he finds out when the Thunderdome is.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh, whoa. So many puns, so little time.
Yeah, there's a winner, so you could enter.
Oh.
It's like a contest.
Okay.
The Thunderdome?
Yeah.
Is that a location?
No.
It's a state of
State of
mind.
mind, yeah.
It's a state of
These guys clearly not their first radio show.
Clearly not our first time talking about puns.
Puns. Well, listen. I want to get one more song in, but I'm so excited that you came on.
Thank you.
I gotta shout to Girly Action.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Damien's the shit.
Damien, thanks for coming in. I heard that you had a
Curse
late,
on radio.
I heard you had a late night last night.
Your mother just heard you say
A little bit of a late night.
With the gullies, so it's okay.
Okay, that's fine. It's all for work. It's all for work. So do you guys want to shout out your social media, Twitter, etc.?
It's Francis Cone Band. Instagram, Francis Cone Band. Twitter, Facebook. That, however, is not our name. It's just Francis Cone. But Francis Cone was taken by
What's your
many-
MySpace and Friendster?
What's that?
If I were to find you on lipstick and cigarettes, yeah. If they don't know Rex Manning, they don't know Friendster.
They met
on
No, they
MySpace.
do
This
know-
band is a
I have
MySpace
MySpace.
band.
Dude, oh god, what was that?
MySpace page?
I'm
They
trying
have a new MySpace.
to. Yeah.
There is, yeah. It's not worth anything.
It's still good to get band information. It's actually still the go-to source to get band contact information and agents and things like that.
MySpace? No,
Yeah.
Facebook absolutely is.
Oh.
I'll tell you about that a little later.
Yeah, you can school me. Well, I want to thank everybody. Shout out to Greg. Thank you, Carter. Shout out to Cherry Bomb. We are off next week because I'm going to go to the Flyers game. It had to happen.
Priorities, man.
Who are the Flyers?
Philadelphia
They
Flyers.
play hockey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Definitely not a Southern thing.
No, we don't have any ice, so.
Nashville has a team, so South Carolina.
Isn't there a
Florida.
team in Charlotte too? I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right,
Doesn't matter.
What's this last track we got?
It's called 85.
85. Okay, well, thanks so much. See you in 2 weeks. Enjoy the summer. Have some rosé. We'll see you next time.
Yay! Thanks for having us.
Oh my God, thanks for coming.
When she was 45, they gave her 40 years to die. But why, oh why, oh why? He pulled his heart away and said his last goodbye. Too soon to die. We'll need more time. We're 85. The pavement felt so sweet. Color lines, overwhelming heat. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I give a lot, I burn my tongue, drink to feel something. We'll need more time. We're 85. We'll need more time. We're 85. And if you disappear, you'll disappear for years and years and years. And all the sounds you like to hear, the sounds you like to hear, so clear. We'll need more time. We're 85. Too soon to die. We'll need more time. We're 85. We'll need more time. We're 85. We'll need more time. We're 85.
Thanks for listening to this program on heritageradionetwork.org. You can find all of our archived programs on our website or as podcasts in the iTunes Store by searching Heritage Radio Network. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at @heritage_radio. You can email us questions at any time at info@heritageradionetwork.org. Heritage Radio Network is a non-profit organization. To donate and become a member, visit our website today. Thanks for listening.